Welcome to Crypto Insights, your one-stop shop for all things XRP. Today I have a warning that goes against everything you've been hearing from the XRP army. I know it will make some people angry, but it's important that you hear it. Our special trading algorithms, along with blockchain analysis and on-chain data, have found a situation involving big XRP holders, or whales, that has never been seen before, and could start a historic chain of liquidations. This is not scaremongering. This is what the smart money thinks will happen. A well-planned shakeout that will get rid of leveraged positions and regular investors who don't know what's going on. We've been keeping an eye on big sell orders on derivatives exchanges, the movement of huge XRP wallets to centralized exchanges, and trends in leveraged positions that all point to the same thing. A brutal correction is coming soon. Do not be fooled. This is not a small drop in price. We're talking about a possible 90% drop from where it is now. Yes, XRP could briefly drop to levels that many people think are disastrous, like 20 cents or even less. But before people panic, it's important to understand what's really going on. This drop isn't the last one. Setup is what it is. The market is being cleared carefully, getting rid of weak hands and positions that are too full. This makes room for a new phase of accumulation and, to be honest, growth that has never been seen before. To put it another way, it's like the last fire sale before the big squeeze. Big buyers are getting ready to buy coins when their prices are very low. This will create a ripple effect that will prepare the market for the next bull run. Let's look at the proof, since this is where things get interesting. On-chain data shows groups of XRP moving from private wallets to exchange wallets in large amounts that have previously been linked to big sell-offs. These aren't normal trades. They're planned moves by whales who want to have the most effect on the market. At the same time, the derivatives markets have huge sell walls, especially in perpetual futures and options, which are meant to cause long holdings that are leveraged to be liquidated one after the other. Every margin call and automatic liquidation speeds up the fall, which wipes out the small investor and leaves a hole in the market for smart money to fill. The time is very important for this well-planned event. Patterns from the past showed that these kinds of situations happen right before a major accumulation phase. This means that the worst of the drop could be the start of a huge rise. Right now, let's talk about psychology, since the market is also about how people feel. Professional traders use fear to their advantage, and panic selling is how big holders can buy coins for a very small amount of money. The upcoming shakeout is meant to scare small investors into selling their holdings, leaving only experienced traders or buyers who can see the plan for what it is. This phase of fear is important. It's a cleansing process. Even though it may feel terrible, this is the exact kind of market behavior that comes before explosive growth. In short, the lower XRP goes, the higher the chance of future gains. This is where hope comes in, because after the selling cascade is over and the weak hands are gone, we enter what I like to call the hidden accumulation phase. At this point, the price of XRP starts to level off, and smart buyers start buying coins in bulk at lower prices. In the past, this time has come before some of the biggest price jumps in crypto history. According to analysts and insiders who have been keeping an eye on XRP's fundamentals and network adoption, the post-crash rally could take the price of XRP to levels that are hard to imagine right now. We're talking about a target of $500 and higher, which would not be caused by speculation, but by actual liquidity, adoption, and the strategic accumulation that whales did during the crash. Let's also look at the bigger picture. Market cycles, global financial instability, and changes in regulations all come together to make the perfect environment for this kind of shakeout. Concerns about interest rates, inflation, and the volatility of the crypto market all make the effect of large sell orders stronger, speeding up liquidations and adding to the panic story. But while individual investors see chaos, institutional players see opportunity. This alignment of macro factors with on-chain whale activity is actually pretty rare. But when it does happen, it can set off the kind of market restart that XRP needs for its next big step. Now, I want to talk about some historical background because it really makes this trend stronger. XRP has been through similar shakeouts in the past, and each time it was followed by a huge surge. In each previous cycle when whales planned a controlled dump, the market reacted with fear at first. But those who understood the story and saw the accumulation phase did very well. This isn't just random price changes, it's the best kind of market engineering. And the long-term picture is very positive for people who are able to look past the short-term fear. Adoption and network utility are also very important. Even during a crash, XRP's infrastructure continues to gain traction with banks, financial institutions, and payment providers around the world. Real-time settlement, cross-border payments, and integration with central bank digital currency initiatives all make XRP more useful, which supports its long-term value. To put it another way, the price of XRP may drop briefly, but the basics of the coin are stronger than ever, making a strong foundation for the eventual bull run. It's also important to remember that the way regular investors think can make both the crash and the recovery stronger. When there is mass panic, a lot of people sell, which makes it a great time for institutions and whales to buy. Once the selling pressure goes away, strategic buyers take over, driving prices up by a huge amount. When the dust settles, we could see a historic squeeze that sends XRP to levels that many people thought were impossible. After the crash, $500 and even higher is possible. Putting it all together, we're getting close to a crucial point where XRP could have a huge 90% correction, wiping out leveraged positions and retail buyers who aren't ready. But for those who stay informed, alert, and patient, this crash is the best chance ever to get rich. Every big move by big wallets, every huge sell wall, and every wave of liquidation is part of a well-planned play that gets things ready for the next big bull run. This is the purest form of both fear and hope, a terrible short-term event that sets the stage for huge long-term wins. Before we end, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and notifications so you don't miss any future news about XRP, Ripple, and the crypto markets in general. Always keep in mind that this movie is just for fun and that I'm not a licensed financial advisor.